Okay, sir.
So, hello everyone. I welcome all of you at GeeksforGeeks learning platform. And in today's session, we are going to discuss the GATE examinations. Okay, that we all know that GATE examination has already happened, and we all have matched our scorecard too. That is the answer key we have received, and every one of the student has matched their answer keys with the corresponding answer. So all of us has know what exactly how much marks we are about to get in the examination. Okay. Now, with today's session, we are going to discuss what if you are getting the good score, then what will the opportunities, and what if you are not able to score a good marks, then you don't have to worry about. There are lots of options still left. So we are going to discuss that part also in this session. Hello everyone, I am Avinash, and with me we have an industry expert, Sakshi. Okay, hello Sakshi. I welcome you in the session. So basically we are going to start with the Q&A round. Okay, and if you have any questions you can ask in the chat section. Otherwise we are going to discuss some questions or some part which are going to be very helpful for you guys. Okay, so the first thing is, like, recently the GATE examination has happened. What do you think that if we are comparing with the previous examinations, what will be the cutoff and how was the level of the examination? Please just let us know about the examination first.
Okay, so if we'll see the previous examination, so last year 2023, the cutoff was 32. 32 marks students have to score to get to clear the GATE exam.
Exactly.
So and last year the exam was comparatively easy before the last year, and in 2022 the GATE score to clear the exam is 26 or 27 marks.
Exactly.
So the difficulty was little bit too high as compared to other years. So we are expecting, because we get mixed feedback and we have seen the question, and as we have seen that how students have performed in the examination, so we are expecting around 27-28 marks to a cutoff marks. And yeah, again the same thing, like if I'll talk about previous year, that if I'll talk about 2023, if students have scored around 55 to 60 marks or above 60 marks, so he or she got around under 1000 rank. So, and if I'll talk about last year, so above 55 marks, students got in under 1000 rank. So we are expecting the same, that around 56 to 57 marks will lead you under 1000 rank, and in under 1000 rank students really get a good college for their MTech, for higher education.
Yeah, it means that the above 50 marks is quite a good marks
Yeah,
for
above
this
50
session.
marks is quite good marks. Yeah, we have seen that only 2000 students get selected through GATE exam for IITs and NITs, as they have limited number of seats. So in this session we are going to discuss all of the opportunities as well if they are not coming under 2000 rank. Yeah.
Okay, so putting this as a benchmark, like the person who is getting a good rank, okay, like if he is scoring a good marks in the examination, then the opportunities could be anything, like either the MTech or the PSUs. Okay, so can you please just let us know about the first thing, what kind of a PSU offering the seats or availability vacancy for the student who are appearing for the GATE Computer Science?
Okay, so for computer science, there are limited number of PSUs. Like if I talk about IOCL, Indian Oil Corporation Limited, it usually hires every time, but there are less number of students they hire. And also there are National Fertilizers Limited and NLC, ONGC, and there is one PGCIL. And the cutoff gets very high for these PSUs, and then there would be an interview. Like if I talk about PGCIL, it takes students who have scored around above 67 marks for interviews, and then there would be an interview, and after that they would take students for the job and all. We know that PSUs has a really good job, students opt for it.
Exactly.
But you have to score really good for to get into in all these PSUs.
Okay, so it means that the number of all PSUs are not taking the students.
Yeah, there is always on and off. Like if I talk about IOCL and ONGC, they always hires every time. But if I talk about remaining, they are on and off. Sometimes they hire, sometimes they do not hire according to their vacancies and all.
Okay, so the person who got the really good marks, okay, they got the PSUs. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the second guys who are above the below the good marks, okay, above the average, it means that there are chances for the IITs. Okay. So what IITs are favorable for these students who are also having the good marks and they want to pursue the MTech? So what the IIT's preference? I mean, like suppose if I am the I have scored the 60 marks, someone got scored the 50 marks. So definitely my preference will be definitely something else. As a computer science students, I will prefer the top IITs. So which IIT prefer, which IIT offer the good in respect of the computer science? So as a priority order, which one is the highest and which one is the lowest?
So basically, I have divided the IITs, NITs, and all the colleges, reputed colleges, which take student from GATE according to academic wise, research wise, and placement wise in three sections. So first section we have, which is IIC Bangalore, and we have our six old IITs, that is IIT Bombay, Madras, Kharagpur, Kanpur, Roorkee, and Delhi. So they
Okay.
are really good in placement wise, and and academic wise as well. And also if anybody wants to do research, then these colleges would be the first preference. This thing all students know, but in the second section, that is important, because in the second section we have IIT Guwahati, which is old IIT, but I'll keep it in the second section because it is not as much good as research wise. And then we have a new IIT, which is IIT Hyderabad.
Exactly.
It is really good and it has a really good placement. And then we have one college, which is NITI Mumbai. And then we have in this group is that are top NITs. In these top NITs, we have Trichy, Warangal,
Warangal.
Karnataka, Calicut, and Rourkela. These NITs really have a good placement. So if you are getting opportunities in the second group, just take the colleges from the second group.
Okay.
If you are not getting from the first group and the second group, then you can move to the third group, which is Triple IT Delhi, Triple IT Hyderabad, BITS Pilani, and Triple IT Bangalore. But the problem with these colleges is high fee. So students sometimes do not opt for this college, but at the end, if you will see that the placements you are getting after getting into these triple ITs and these bits, any of the bits campus, you would feel like that it would really worth it when you would get the placement, and you can go for a education loan and all if money is a problem or anything like that. Then but these colleges are really great. And if I talk about BITS Pilani, it's not as much good as research wise, but it is good in placements. So
Okay.
you can opt for it for placement if anybody is placement oriented. If anybody have to go for research and all, then Triple IT Hyderabad is good in academic wise and also in research wise.
Okay.
And also there is also a placement of 25 plus LPA average placement.
Average
So
placement.
I
Okay.
think students have to choose these groups. And if I'll move further, then we have remaining colleges, then student can opt accordingly. But I think that these three groups are really important for students.
Okay, so means if we are going to see the priority order, it means that the ISC and then the old six IITs, okay, then the new IITs you are saying, and then the remaining like a BITS or Triple IT
Yeah.
Hyderabad or like these are great. So these are the opportunities GATE are provided when the student want to stay in the India and want to study in the India. Okay, but we have seen in the GATE curriculum that they offer some studies plan outside of the India too. Okay, for the foreign universities too, they have the options. Is it right?
Yeah, that is right, because we have two universities from Singapore which takes students from GATE rank, that is National University of Singapore, that is NUS, and Nanyang Technology University Singapore. So
Okay.
these two universities take students from GATE school, but students do not opt for it, and there are not more number of students which go there. So if students are not getting anything and they want to study abroad, then they can look for this option as well. And this would be really beneficial because their curriculum is really good for 2 years education, so they can look for it. And if they want to go abroad, this would be a great opportunity using GATE school. And
Okay.
as there are not many students, so there would be less number of competition, and you would get it if more students are not applying from this
Okay,
thing.
that's great. Okay, so basically, I hope you guys have understood. Like, if you are getting the good marks, then you have the opportunity for the PSU. You have the opportunities for the MTech. Okay, the various MTechs are also offering from the different IITs as well as the different prestigious institute of the India. Okay, now some of the students have a different mindset also because they have since they have also matched their answer sheet. Okay, now they have also got the scorecard. So maybe some of the students are devastated because they are not able to score a good marks in the examination. Now there is a whole year is in front of them. Okay, now they want to understand what if there is no options available in the IITs, or if we are not able to score a good marks in the examination, then what we can do. Okay.
Okay, so
So
one option is this, that they can take a drop,
okay.
right? That would be a that would be an option if anybody does not have a problem to take a drop for 1 year and they can prepare for it. We know that this competitive exam are really difficult to score, so they can give this 1 year and prepare for it. So this is one of the option. If students do not want to take a drop, then we have another options as well. Students do not have this so much information about it, so that's why uh, many students do not go for this. We have some exams like I told you about triple IT Hyderabad. It is really good as for placements, for academic, for research, and it is as good as our old IITs. But
Okay.
students do not opt for it because they do not know that they it has its own exam, that is PG Triple E. So with the help of PG Triple E exam, students can get a admission in this institute.
Okay.
And also I told already that it has 25 plus LPA package they on an average student would get, so that would also not be option. The problem student would face that there are limited number of seats. So if there are limited number of seats like 100, so they have to look for it and they have to work accordingly.
Okay.
So we have many exams like that.
Like we have a triple IT Hyderabad, then we have a one more institute, that is the ISI Kolkata, right?
ISI Kolkata, and
Done.
also BITS Pilani
Yes,
has
exactly.
its own exam that is named as BITS HD test.
Okay.
So in this higher degree test, BITS
Okay.
higher degree test. So they have their own exam, and ISI Kolkata has its own exam, and there is one another exam that is just joint entrance screening test. In this, some of the IITs and some of the ISC and IITs hire students from this exam as well. So if you have prepared for GATE, you have all the information, you have studied all the subjects, so that would be a great thing if you would score good marks in this exam and get admission. The only problem you would face that it has less number of seats and fees is high as compared to IITs and NITs.
Okay, so the person who are prepared for the GATE examination, I believe that the syllabus is quite matching if they are about to prepare for this triple IT or just or bits, right? So is there any syllabus difference or?
Syllabus is little bit similar to GATE exam. There is little bit difference, like discrete mathematics is much deeper in a PG Triple E exam. So you have to look specifically for the particular exam you are preparing. And if I talk about the exam dates, so exam dates would be in May. So
Okay.
now students have time. If there is little bit difference in the syllabus of these exams, then they can prepare for it, because they have 2 months, March and April, for preparation of those exams. I think just would be in March. Otherwise, all other exams which we have talked about, PG Triple E, BITS HD, and ISA Kolkata, all exams would be in month of May.
Okay.
And also for PG Triple E, application process is live. So students who wants to give the exam, then they can apply for it. And in the month of March, we have this BITS HD and ISA Kolkata application would also be get live.
Okay.
And so if I'll talk about specifically for subject syllabus is not so much difference. If you have prepared for GATE, then you have to just go through the previous year papers of those exam, and you have to see that where you are lacking, just go and revise those subjects, because in 2 months you cannot do much. So you have to prepare accordingly. Just go through the syllabus. If you feel like that in a particular subject you are not doing good, then go for it. As we can see that in PG Triple E there is basic data structures, but in GATE exam there are data structures difficulty is too high. So that's why you have to see that where you have to work uh, to get a admission in these reputed colleges.
Okay, it means that the if the person who are prepared for the GATE examination, I believe there is no extra or she has to read for competing for these examination, right?
Right.
Because these all are the similar paper, and I believe that the Feb is for the GATE, and March, April, these are for the remaining examination. Approximately May, June will be the result time, and the September the
Yeah.
session will be started. Right. That's great.
But one thing I have to tell students that if they have to take a drop, just don't wait for 4 to 5 months to take to start studying for the next year. Because what happens, students would think like we have a whole lot year to prepare for, so they would start late, and then they would again unable to complete the syllabus, right? Because students come to us and tell us that this problem students face, because GATE computer science has a vast syllabus. it has 11 subjects and you have to study in and out for any particular subject, so that would be very difficult for a student to complete the syllabus in 5 to 6 months. So we
Exactly.
advise students to start right now. Or let's say if you are preparing for PG triple E or any another exam, then you are preparing same subjects, right? So just start right now and do not think that you would start preparing after 2 or 3 months and then give the next year gate, because it would require all the mock test you have to give. You have to give 3 hour full length mock test so that you would be able to know that what kind of exam you are sitting in and how you are you able to even answer the question or not. So that is important. So take a 6 month for subject preparation and then 2 to 3 months for all the revision and mock test and all those things.
Okay. I believe that this advice will be followed by the student, should be followed by the student who are appearing for the GATE examination,
Right.
as well as who are dropping out, right? Because see, we saw the students who came to us on July or August, okay, and they want to conquer the GATE examination because the on that moment we have a very little amount of time has left, okay.
Right.
Now they want to complete the GATE examination, but we have the whole lot of time has left right now. Any person can appear right now and can start with the examination.
Right.
So our suggestion is like the March is about to start and you have a plenty of time has left. If you are appearing in the GATE examination, if you are in the third year or fourth year, or you want to take the dropout, you have a plenty of time left right now. If you start with your preparation from the March, you have enough of time next Feb, okay, here will be the examination. So you have at least 10 months. In 10 months you can revise all the data. If you in 10 months you can complete all the subjects, as well as you can practice a mock test as well as the subject wise test too, okay. So would you like to tell something what the GFG is offering right now, right?
Okay, so we have launched our GATE 2025 course, and in this course we have, if we'll start, our classes get started from 30th of March, and in the 6 months, first we'll complete the syllabus. So in and out, you would know that how to work on topics, and how, if there is previous year question, how to approach a question. First you would solve by yourself, then our expert mentors would tell them that okay, this is the best approach to solve the question, because we have to minimize the time to solve a question in the exam. So for 6 months we are going to go through this rigorous process, and then later on we have subject wise test first. So students have to go through the subject wise test so that they would know that in a particular subject they are having the issue, or they are good in that particular subject. So out of these 11 subjects, student would know that, oh, okay, or in this 6 subjects I don't have a problem, in this 5 subjects I have to work more. So they will take those 6 subjects and then they would work on it, and our mentors would be guiding them that how to cover these 5 subjects, so they do not have a problem in solving the question from those 5 subjects as well. And then later on they are going to go through the full length mock test, in which they are going to see that how they are going to perform in the exam, because they are little bit similar. Our experts had made that exam so that students get a live experience of GATE exam, and if you would rehearse that exam so many times, then you would be able to really get to do well in the exam. So
Exactly.
that's what we are offering. And yeah, if you are taking a course, that is a good thing. If you are not taking, but start right now. I always suggest students that start right now, so that you would be able to do that. If you can take a test series later, if you have to start, then you can start with us. But it is very important that you can start as early as possible.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great initiative if we can give the path exactly, and we understand the difficulties that students are about to face in the future. That's why you are keep insisting right now to start right now, right? So this is the guidance that we are about to give you. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask in the chat sections. Is there
Uh,
any doubt?
let me see. There is one another thing which I have to tell student, that there are triple IT Delhi which takes students based on BTech percentage.
Okay.
Right. So if you have scored good in BTech percentage, then you can apply for triple IT Delhi, and they would take a interview after that. And if you perform well in an interview, then they would take students. So they would think about that 3 hours cannot judge a students in and out. So they give this opportunity that students can do well in the interview, and then they would take students. So triple IT Delhi is again reputed college. And then we have same for VIT Mishra, and then GNU, VIT Vellore, Triple IT Bhubaneswar, and IPU CT, and we have Jamia College as well. So these colleges also take students. Either they have their own exam, or they take students with an interview. So just go through that, and just go through the dates for these institute, because what happens, students do not look at these things. So they miss this opportunity. If you are getting an admission right now in a good college, then I think you do not have to wait for 1 year. If you are sure that you have to wait for 1 year, because 1 year is a big thing. So if you are really sure that you would be consistent for the whole year, and you would be motivated for the whole year, then you take a drop. Otherwise, first of all, for these 1 or 2 months, just try to see for these colleges, that in these colleges you are getting admission or not.
Okay.
So yeah.
So if you have any doubt, is there any doubt in the chat section?
So there's one question, that informational technology branch is eligible in BARC 2024 or not. I think it is eligible.
Eligible, yes,
Eligible,
exactly.
right.
Information technology branch is eligible. It's basically combined in the CS and IT form, and
Right.
they have a reserved seat for the computer science as well as the information technology. Yet, I believe there is a one more branch for the IT persons. There a less amount of seats are available, but I think the EIL is also recruiting them. Okay, Engineering
Right.
India Limited.
Admit.
For this is basically recommended for the ECE student, but they have some vacancies are available for the IT students. So there is one more
Yeah,
vacancy.
there
for
is
them.
always on and off for PSU, so you just have to look for it. When your exam gets declared at 16th of March, you would get your results. So you have to constantly look at the dates, that which PSUs is hiring, which PSUs is not hiring. There are some PSUs which hires every year, but there are some PSUs which are on and off, so they hire sometime according to their vacancy. So you have to look for it constantly, and you have to be updated regarding that.
Like I believe that the BSNL and MTNL are also hiring, but not regularly. I believe in
Yeah.
2 years, or the difference of a 3 years or 1 year, they give the gap of these 2 years, and then they come up with the recruitment process. So yes, we have to look at each and every time that whether this PSU is offering any seats or not. So we have to continuously look at the website, there are the options, and then we can understand in this year this options is available or not. Okay. So I believe, is there any other doubt left in the chat section?
So there is no doubt. If there is any question, guys, please ask.
Okay. So thank you so much, Sakshi, for giving us the meaningful information, and thank you so much for the session. If you have any doubt, you can ask us in the chat section. This session will be repeat again. Okay, there is no that session is not ended over here. In the next week, we are coming up with the next session. Okay, if you have any doubt left in this session, or is there any doubt you have regarding the sessions, regarding the recruitment process, regarding the MTech or PSU, or the admission process, like how we can get the score or anything, okay, regarding the gate examination, previous, back, or anything, if you want to know regarding the gate examination, MTech examination, we are here to resolve that problem. Okay, next week we are coming again with the same kind of a podcast. We will understand your questions, we will listen your questions, and we will try to solve that part. Okay, this is all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Sakshi, for this session.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you.